It was time to talk about that when the game is live.
We are underway, though. This is your first round, Netcode Guides versus Manajuma, and this is going to be map number 2. Remember, Manajuma was able to take the first map, which was actually Cash, and they're going for that stack outside, trying to boost themselves up onto Red Rock, or, excuse me, Big Yellow, whatever you call it now. But trying to get up there, and they do. They jump down onto the mini and working outside. So, yes, Netcode Guides on CT side. Smart decision there for them, as this is what they need. They need to get these early, strong rounds out of the way to help them try and carry through this map.
Right. I think going outside is definitely the right play. I mean, Manajuma has been sticking to their guns. That was a rough pun. They've been sticking to their accuracy, their shooting. You know, that was basically what carried them through the first game. So I think going outside where they can kind of maximize their range and not get caught up in any kind of stack, I think is the right play for them. Let's just see if it pays off. There's been no frags thus far at the 52nd point of the round.
Getting into it. Finally a kill right there. That is going to be D-Born who falls victim, and there goes FNS getting a nice little kill right there on Irakanji. So now we're into a 3 versus 3. Coming up the ladder is going to be Shroud, and he makes that happen. JDM could not pull it down and get the kill off on him. So it is going to be a 3 versus 2 now. Hazed moves his way around through the lobby as FNS just went through the squeaky, and Desi with a nice pistol shot right there to take that down. So only one CT remaining. That is going to be Hazed. He's going to be fighting against 3 terrorists here. He knows one's right there, and oh, he knows he's behind the vent is what I should say, but Desi was looking at him. Actually, I believe, who was that above him? Was that Shroud that was above, actually shooting at his legs? But first round goes to Manajuma, and that's going to be tough there. Yeah,
it seems like Manajuma doesn't really care what side of the map they're playing. I mean, you know, we thought they would go off on CT side, but it seems like, you know, being on T side isn't slowing them down. This was their pick of map, and they knew that they were going to have to knife for sides. So, you know, you got to imagine that they are confident, at least enough in both of their sides to pick the map. I mean, they very easily could have banned it.
Definitely could have just dropped this map out directly. And remember, our tiebreaker map, if we get forced into a third map, oh man, look at those shots just
right. That was so close. I was kind of rooting for Shroud there. I just want to see those crazy wall hack Shroud moves just to see how the chat reacts.
Yeah, they were just whizzing by. You could just see the tracers going by his face there. And Desi also joining in now, trying to get some kills through there because they know there should be at least one player up in the rafters. Only able to do a slight amount of damage to Hazed, take 17 off his health. And it looks like they're going to execute their way outside, move right past the C2 who's actually in Big Garage. Just hiding out in Big Garage, calling the noise. Not really doing anything. That's lucky. Now he's going to move as he hears the last player, or what he feels is the last player, working down the secret.
And he's right.
He is. He's going to go for it now. Dropping down in there. At this point, do you run if you're lucky?
No. Got to keep it hidden. And just like that, Desi, even though he didn't run, just divines where Lucky is. So I guess it was a good idea to... I mean, it didn't even matter. I mean, Desi figured it out anyway. That's Sixth Sense right there.
Oh, FNS right there. They're working the vents so extremely well right now. Gonna drop out, and D-Born was all over that, taking Hazed down from behind. And just like that, we're down to only one CT, and that's Lucky. Caught it at the end as he gets killed there. That's Shroud with a 2K. Kill spread out between the rest of his teammates, except for Miniker, who is killless so far going into round 3.
That round, Manajuma was very, very careful not to get eco. They didn't rush anything. They basically, from what I saw, would never peek with any grenades. Basically, not taking any unnecessary risks and just using their raw firepower to their advantage. Exactly how any T side should. I don't see this round really going any differently. I bet they boost some guys on Twinkie. They try to get some spams in. They wait to see if Netcode Guides makes a move, and if they don't, they'll slowly work as a team.
That pick outside from Desi, though. Desi is finally heating up, like I said he was. And just at the right time here, there goes Miniker getting one kill, then gets traded out by JDM. CT pushes incoming into the lobby, not working out. Cutler left alive. JDM's going to be the close one. That nade absolutely touchdowns him from the side. So only one left. That is going to be Cutler. Cutler in a good spot to try and pick up D-Born. D-Born pulls him down with the Pro 90. 3K for D-Born on the round, and Manajuma takes the first 3, but all-important first buy round is coming.
This is it. This is Netcode Guides' time to make a stand. We saw them get bullied around the first game with Manajuma's basically just raw fragging ability, but now they are in a position of power. They're on CT side nuke. And you got to assume they've practiced. I mean, pretty much every pro team basically has an airtight CT defense. At this point, I think it's gonna be up to Manajuma to really strut their stuff and show netcode why they don't even care that they're playing T-side nuke.
Let's see here what Manajuma is able to do on this buy round. That is Irakanji pushing with a Pro 90 outside, dropping off the mini, working all the way around Shroud, spraying through the door, doing closer damage to his teammate, who is actually Desi, who is very close there. Actually didn't hit him. I thought it was extremely close there. Shroud, Miniker, excuse me, peeks out through the squeaky door, shooting over behind the back vent, gets a kill, and then one trade there. Let's see JDM trying to work this op. Is this op going to be as good as it was last half? I do believe he needs it.
Yeah, it definitely does. Lucky picking up that good frag on Irakanji and JDM following up. Let's see if Miniker can pick up. Yes. Well, not his first frag anymore, but an opening frag.
This looks like it might be the first round here for Netcode Guides. It's going to be a 1 versus 2. We're going to go to the perspective of this single player. That is your number 6 of Shroud. Shroud is going to be in a good position. Takes down Color. He does have the bomb. Peeks out. I do think that he saw... No, he didn't see JDM right there. Man, you could just almost see his shoulder up over the top of Toxic. And JDM is sticking. JDM is sticking. After he heard that slip foot, he knows for sure that Shroud is right there. He peeks out, and Shroud makes it happen. JDM did not even flinch or react whatsoever. That is going to be a 4th round for Manajuma in devastating style right at the end. 1 versus 2 clutch for Shroud.
Shroud perfectly slipped by right into the site. I guess the way that... JDM was scoped in with his op. He couldn't see the exact area where Shroud was able to sneak in. I mean, that's a great play from Shroud, doing exactly what he needs to do. I guess he thought he would be pressured by Heaven, slid right out in a position where he couldn't see him, and picked up the easy frag on the unsuspecting CT. That's just textbook play. That's what Shroud does. Shroud does what Shroud wants. I cannot repeat it enough.
Desi opens that round up with an AK shot onto Lucky from Netcode Guides. And remember, everyone, this is map number 2. Netcode Guides was not able to take down Manajuma on the first map. They took that home. That was on cash. This is going to be for all the marbles here for Manajuma. If they're able to win this map, that is it. They move on. They will play Complexity. Netcode Guides definitely does not want to let that happen, because if they win this map, we force a 3rd map, which is going to be Inferno. And that could get pretty dicey on Inferno. I would really like to see Netcode Guides force that 3rd map and get this as close as possible.
They're going to need to work really hard if they want to make it to Inferno. I mean, right now, Manajuma looks lights out on, the hardest side on the hardest map in the game.
Do you think this is harder than Train?
That's actually an interesting question. Maybe I did jump the gun a little bit. I think, I don't know, I think that's just a very team... specific thing. Wow, Shroud just didn't know how right he was in divining where JDM was. Either way, I'm sure Shroud would trade his life for a round win on T side pretty much, no, not even pretty much, literally every time. So there you go, Manajuma just wrecking shop. This round they're actually opting to go all rifles. Even Miniker not opting to pick up the op, even though his team has plenty of money to drop on if they wanted to.
And we are into round number 6 here. Manajuma has 5 rounds to Netcode's 0. This is almost like a complete repeat here of first half on cash. Manajuma off to the early lead, except sides are switched here. They had role reversals, but Manajuma, I wonder if they go 6-0 and then Netcode Guides turns it on. Looks like they're going to try and do a set outside and work through some smokes to try and get themselves into the secret. They're well aware that Netcode should be on a buy now. And just a slow play. Working very slow here. Here comes the set. Smokes outside. They don't go for it. This is going to be a fake. And Irakanji as a strat caller. How amazing is he?
I mean, it is a good strat. I like that strat call, but I mean, the CTs aren't really rotating off it. They don't seem to be phased by it. Lucky doesn't hear or see anything besides those smokes, so they are unflinching. Ice in their veins.
but they do bid their way into the upper. Exchanges go in favor of Netcode Guides until Shroud gets a piece of that, gets one, gets two. He has a 2K onto the round now. They have earned their way into the upper bomb site. 3 players down from each team here. Bomb is going to be down in the open. Shroud has to try and grab that and get away. Irakanji on the bait right there, just working off of his teammate, waiting for the player to come up the ladder. He knows somebody's there. He does not know. Actually, he thinks somebody is already up the ladder, not that they have not moved up it yet. That's going to be Cutler, who's going to be on the quick one. Cutler drops up. Is Shroud able to get the kill? No, he's not. Irakanji on the cleanup, though, and Lucky is right there. He's going to spray through that wall and try and get him, and he does. That is going to be round number 1 for Netcode Guides, and it could not have come too soon here. They needed that as quick as possible, and they got it. So instead of answering at 6-1, they answered at 5-1.
I mean, I guess that's better. They need to start winning rounds eventually if they wanted to keep the game competitive. What we saw in the past was them winning a round, losing the bonus money, and them not being able to string together rounds after that. And even this round, their economy isn't really in great shape. Actually, it's not terrible. I did some slightly incorrect mental math. They aren't the richest team, but they aren't the poorest team. So they'll definitely have enough to fend off whatever Manajuma has. But in the event that they do lose this round, they're all going to be pretty broke, and that's just going to be Manajuma tacking on a ton more rounds. If Netcode Guide slips up Manajuma, you can be sure that Manajuma is just going to pick right up where they left off.
Round 7 underway here. Manajuma trying to regain control of this and prevent the momentum shift that happened last map happening once again for Netcode Guides. Netcode, outside Deborn, man. JDM missed a shot there, and Deborn absolutely punished him with the AK. And Miniker absolutely able to use an AK as well as he used the op. I don't know what Deborn was doing. Did you see that?
No, unfortunately I did not, but he got punished for it, so whatever he did is probably not something he'll try again.
I wonder if he's...
Must have timed out. Irakanji's calling for a pause. There must have been a timeout or something like that.
Yeah, okay. Because he was just standing completely out in the open, just standing there, doing absolutely nothing. Yeah, he timed out, because there was no way. Right where Irakanji was, he was just standing there out in the open. That's his body.
See, that's the thing with Manajuma, though, is, you can't tell if they're just on some next level strat or something like that.
Next level
or if
bait,
they're
you don't want
out.
to shoot him?
Yeah, who knows, yeah. Like, what's this guy planning? I don't even want to shoot this terrorist.
Lucky with a nice shot there. It's going to be a 1 versus 1. Oh, here comes Miniker. And Miniker, oh my goodness, pushes all the way from the bomb because he knows the other CT is not there. Even though the bomb was planted, gets that kill and no op save. That is going to be a 6-1 scoreline for Manajuma versus netcodeguides.com. They're
saying that, I believe it was Deborn, right? Timed out, but he's still in the server, so he hasn't been kicked yet. Maybe his internet will bring it back together. They were very proactive about the pause, and they have Spangler in the server, so in the event that he does get booted from the server, does lose his money, Match Medic will be able to quickly swapping out that IP, not letting the haters slow him down, and we're going to continue play here. I guess as soon as all the players are ready. I'm glad. Oh, there you go. Match Medic going out, everything being reset to exactly where it was, as a Match Medic should, and done very quickly.
And as I said, we are happy, or as you said, I should say, we are happy to be back and about to be live again. Match Medic has fixed it. Deborn is back in the server, has his money, has his weapons, and we are going live. Unpaused just happened here. Manajuma versus Netcode Guides. This might possibly be the end of the series here for Netcode Guides if they're not able to turn this around and take this map from Manajuma. Manajuma did take first map, which was Cash, and now Netcode Guides is struggling to get some more rounds here. Well, I shouldn't really say struggling yet. It's still early. We're into round 8 right now. There's still a lot of time left, lots of rounds left to be won for them to bring this back.
Right. Unfortunately, they didn't really win the round that was super important, which was the round following the round they won. And because of it, their economy is not looking too great. Just recatching people up who might have forgot. I mean, that information goes pretty quickly. And right now, Manajuma is not wasting any time getting back to work. Shroud just continuing to shroud people.
Continuing to shroud people. We need to coin something for Shroud, as we had coined the AZK for AZK and the Auto Sniper. Shroud needs something. But we only have Cutler left alive, fighting against Desi outside. That could be a gun for him. Here comes the rotate from the T's, though. They plant the bomb upper. Irakanji is all over him. Not going to let him go get that gun. And at this point, where do you run?
You don't. He's going to have to stand and accept his fate eventually. But, you know, those rounds you kind of get out of the way. I really, there's no chance or very slim chance that Netco Guides is going to eco Manajuma, and especially not, you know, when they all have rifles in the hand, and especially, you know, not when they expect Netco Guides to be ecoed. So this round we're actually seeing all FAMASs out for Netco Guides. Not only are they scopeless outside, but no one has a rifle stronger than a FAMAS. Their backs are clearly against the wall, and I think this shows that they know it. They know it. They know that if they want to win, if they want to bring it back, if they want to survive long in this tournament, they have to win, and it has to be now. Because if not, I mean, Manajuma already has 7 rounds on T side. That would be good, even if it was just, you know, like the ends half. But no, at 7-1, Netco Guys need something else, and this round isn't exactly going their way right off the top.
Juma's off to an early kill. That is going to be FNS who falls victim there to an AK from Desi. Manajuma is going to be planting the bomb inside. Irakanji gets it down. Teammates are covering. Upper is smoked out. That heaven. Oh, that nade really hurt JDM right there. He jumps off. Down to 18 HP now. And at this point, Netcode
Looks like they're
Guides...
backing off.
Yeah, they're going to go for the full save here. They are going to save... Otherwise, they're going to be completely broke going into next round. Well, they still will be completely broke, but at least they have their head armor and their FAMASs.
I mean, that round, Netco Guys poured all their money into their rifles, but didn't have enough money for nades, and there's no way they were going to retake that site without any nades. I mean, Manajuma had everything smoked, they had flashes to go along with them. If Netcodes ran in, they would just be, you know, running into a blender.
Oh, and Irakanji pushing his way into the spawn, takes JDM down, not able to get Cutler, so I do believe that was 3 FAMASs that escaped the end of that round there, but score is 8-1, and Netcode Guides is definitely backed in that corner, and once again, there it is, they're buying out FAMASs and armor.
At this point, they're not looking to, you know, fully reconstruct this half. They're putting band-aids over, you know, what needs to be fixed, and, you know, clearly the FAMAS buy from those 2 players just shows that they're just looking to bandage up. They're looking to stop the bleeding any way they can. And, you know, obviously they feel that the firepower is the main thing that's setting them apart right now. And this round, it looks like they have more nades to work with, so in the event that they do get worked into a situation where they have to retake, they'll have a better shot. But, you know, looking at their economy and their guns and their firepower and then looking over to Manajuma's, it's not looking so hot for Netcode Guides.
Juma's working very smart here, assuming that there's going to be fighting against an eco, so they're playing that anti-eco a little bit slower, and how did that shot just happen? Who was
onto
that?
FNS?
No, onto Lucky. Who was that was up on top of Red Rock who shot Lucky right there?
Lucky? What? Oh, yeah, he did take damage. Oh, he took 2 damage.
It was only 2 damage.
Oh, okay.
Because it was through, like, 2 walls. But I have no idea how Lucky was
based
seen.
on based on that description, you got to assume it's Shroud, but I don't think he was in that area. It looks like it's Irakanji because he is the only player outside.
I think it was Irakanji, but it was pretty nutty. He spammed that spot a little bit, and JDM with the fire able to take down 2. Lucky gets a little bit of revenge there on Irakanji after he made that ridiculous shot. Even though it was only 2 damage, he was still shooting through walls and got some damage on him, which was nuts. But only 1 player left alive, and it is the Shroud, and he's got CTs all in his face. He's got 1 around the corner, he's got the fire on top of him, he comes around the corner spraying, is able to take 1 down to 16 HP now, and here comes the pushes. They're going to be playing all around him, waiting for him to push, because playing against Shroud is scary. That is a really scary player. Even only 16 HP, that is more than enough to do a lot of damage to your team.
Definitely, but he is going to be saving this round. Although they really don't need to. I guess he just kind of realized that there was no time on the clock. Pretty much impossible for him to win this round. Might as well hold on to that AK. You know, it may pay off down the line. They're pretty rich as it is. And, you know, honestly, I think they played that round pretty poorly, especially at ramp. I mean, their players were so fixated on getting frags that they were even standing just directly on top of a Molotov, just taking tons of damage and letting JDM just, you know, absolutely go to town on them, picking up, I think, at least 2, probably 3 kills on that round. So, you know, kind of bringing it back, saying, all right, you know, we got a little loose that round. Let me hold on to this AK. We'll regroup, and we'll put it together for next round. And, you know, that seems to be what they're doing.
And Netcode Guides is finally stopping the hemorrhaging slightly. If they're able to win this round, put together 2, that is going to be so helpful for them. Build up a little bit of an economy, allow them to kind of play around a little bit more, and hopefully get some more round wins and make this close. It would be awesome to see an 8-7 half once again. Netcode Guides with the comeback. If they could do that once again, we might be forced into a map 3 here.
Absolutely. If I'm, once again, not mistaken, it's been a long time, but from the first game, I think this is just an exact copy of what happened. It's, up to Manajuma to break the streak of Netcode and not allow them to regain momentum very similarly to how they did it on Cash.
JDM is going to rotate over with his teammate after his teammate actually saw one over there outside the ramp room trying to push in, and it does look like they're going to commit over towards the ramp room. Let's go over there to this perspective of Cutler, who's going to be the first one, the closest one to the T's, and they're pushing him, and he gets taken down. That is actually Miniker who gets that. We watched Hazed spamming through the wall trying to catch somebody who is late on the rotate, and they're just going to kind of hang out in ramp room, see if they can get a push here, which is definitely the smart play, but Netcode does not seem to be falling for it and slow playing themselves. But D-Born on the flank takes down FNS, and here comes the rotates from the rest of the CTs.
This is going to be a tough retake for man. Irukanji not giving up at all. None of the... Oh, man, and Shroud right there just to back up his friend. They're feeling it right now. I mean, at this point, they've looked just super dominant all game. I mean, they've won 8 rounds, or now 9 rounds on T-side, which is massive as it is, except in this instance, they've won 9 rounds out of 11. We're going into round 12 now. That's absolutely crazy. I mean, when we were saying that Netcode Guides needed to win out to make it 8-7, that's still a massive disadvantage for them. That was, kind of their best case scenario, and they're just, continually falling short of it. This round, we'll see Cutler with a Nova. They're clearly kind of getting desperate. I mean, they know the situation they're in. They know what they need to do to make a comeback, and they know it's pretty unrealistic unless they get super lucky. And I think Cutler with that Nova is really putting everything in the luck department. And man, Shroud just cannot stop killing. He just can't.
JDM answers though with the CC75 auto, taking down a Miniker. And is Desi dropping? Do we have a Desi drop? Is he out of this?
Maybe his
strategically next level AFK.
I really don't know. His ping is still in check right now.
Oh my goodness! Did you catch that?
I did. Shroud. Shrouding. Desi did leave the game. He did disconnect. He disconnected. He didn't time out or get Steam logged on. Whatever. I don't know what that was all about. Hopefully, he can just rejoin and we can continue on our way. I would really hate for these players to get DDoS. I mean, I don't know. It's a bummer to watch.
It's not a DDoS. There's no way it's a DDoS right now. But, I mean, if you were going to DDoS somebody, you would just DDoS Shroud. Like, why?
Yeah, whoever is doing the DDoSing, to fix their bet on Netcode Guides is not targeting the right player.
Yes, you are. Let's take a peek at scoreboard as another round goes to Manajuma, and these rounds are slipping away very, very fast here. Let's take a peek at scoreboard.
Okay. Yeah, he did rejoin the server, so thank God there is no DDoS issue. Yeah, that's what happens. We're just so paranoid about it these days. You just assume anytime anyone, moves away from their keyboard or doesn't move for 10 seconds outside of freeze time, we assume that, you just assume the worst has happened. But no, Manajuma continuing to frag. Game is paused, but they will be Netcode Guides. I mean, even with the Nova buy last round, they still kept their economy together at least enough to put together a rifle round. Cutler doesn't appear to have a gun. Yeah, just a pistol on him. Oh no, there he goes. Picked up an AK that was dropped for him. They just need to win. I don't know what else you can really say about it. There is not a lot of variation on how you play Nuke. You're kind of just playing or adjusting to how the T's play. So they just need to be in the right position, set themselves up, and frag.
Definitely. At this point, Manajuma is running away with every round that they can here. Score is 10-2, which T-side Nuke, that is, you could basically stop after 8 and be good to go. But 10 rounds, trying to go for 11 here. Let's see Here comes the Miniker op battle outside. I wonder if Miniker is going to be able to hold the push inside. FNS, well-placed shot there, taking down Shroud, which has got to be a small victory in itself, taking Shroud out at the beginning of a round.
Yeah, well, if you look at the score, you know, Shroud has 18 frags, and his next closest teammate has 8. So clearly, Shroud is doing, you know, the vast majority of the heavy lifting for his team. Taking him out early in the round is, you know, a recipe for success for Netco Guides if they can, you know, slow down the rest of the Juma players that are also, you know, maybe not fragging as well as Shroud, but definitely up there.
Lucky going to be working his way into the ramp room. Gets one kill, gets traded out there. That was Irakanji who gets him. Cutler takes down Irakanji on the trade, and for some reason I am stuck once again on nothing. There we go. We are out of it now. Back to the perspective of a CT. It is going to be a 3 versus 2 in favor of Netcode Guides. They definitely need to try and win these last couple of rounds here. If they can make this 10-5 and salvage this half a little bit, that will help them.
Salvage is very gracious.
It's, yeah, I mean, I duct tape and rubber cement together this round. Oh, Desi trying to jump in there through a smoke, not able to get away from Hazed, who is all over it. Hazed has got to try and fight here, and he does. They prevent the bomb plant and actually get all the kills there as time was about to expire, and that is going to be a 3rd round for Netcode Guides. Score is 10-3, and rubber cement band-aid is being applied currently.
Definitely. I mean, they are going to have to just continue applying rapidly. This round, you know, while it is not the, you know, last round of the half, is super important because if they lose it with their near zeroed out money and no more bonus money, they're basically going to be saving on the last round. So this one round could very potentially turn into 2 for Manajuma. So, you know, if they want to continue putting on the rubber cement or bandaging up the wound or whatever, you know, metaphor we want to use, they have to win this round.
Shroud outside right there. JDM is in his face, though. JDM not able to get the op shot off, and that was literally so close to just smoking Shroud's head through the box. It was absolutely insane. Outside, though, Hayes gets one, and that is D-Born picking up 2 big frags there for his team, taking down the op outside and then the player on the catwalk. So outside is effectively open for business, and the terrorists are going to work on that. It's going to be a 3 versus 3 after Netcode Guides took an early player advantage, taking down Shroud and Irakanji. And D-Born's actually very, very low. They're going to be trying to work their way into the ramp room now. Desi, first one, he goes down. Trying to pull the spray down is Cutler, who gets the 2 kills there. And that is big for their team, pulling that spray down. Now they know where D-Born is. Lucky's right there. He's going to peek off that flash, and he makes it happen for his team. So we might have the 10-5 as 10-4 just happened. Manajuma does have the ability to buy once again last round of the half.
If I'm not mistaken, Manajuma has bought every round, right? I can't recall them saving. I mean, obviously, the pistol round, they didn't have any rifles, but pretty much since then, they've had rifles every round. It's been an uphill battle for Netco Guys, and obviously the score reflects it. They can apply those Band-Aids, but on CT side, you can only imagine the strength of Manajuma multiplies.
I can only imagine them on CT side is only going to get better. They're playing so effectively here on T side. When you're able to hit shots like this on T side and look at this execute in the upper, moving their way backwards through the door, letting those flashes hit them in the back, and it is working here. FNS just got 1 though. Actually, no, they're getting shut down now. FNS with 2, Hazed with 1, and FNS on the trade out. Hayes trying to grab another, and that is actually Lucky who cleans that kill up. D-Born, last one left, trying to get the kill, and Netcode Guides came on very strong at the end of that half there. It's going to be a 10-5 in favor of Manajuma. It's not the way you would think it would be a 10-5. Manajuma was T-side.
Yeah. Let me just ask you, too little, too late?
Manajuma's is too strong. It's just too strong.
Right.
I mean Shroud at 19-6. I mean, come on.
I mean, if you I'm just gonna take a look at damage just so I can ogle. Wow, actually put out even more damage in the first half of this game than he did on CT's side of Cash. So I mean, look, Manajuma just looks awesome right now, and you know, to Netco Guide's credit, they weren't discouraged. They were able to put together the last rounds, the ones that were very important for I mean, just their mental well-being going into this first half. I mean, look, I think pistol rounds are very winnable for terrorists in this game in general. If Neko guys can win this pistol, make sure they don't get ecoed, and then really, really, really come on strong a la Manajuma with the rifle. I guess it's possible. Wouldn't bet on it. If the CSGO Lounge thing was on right now, I would not be betting on netcode guides.
And we are waiting for this half to start. I do believe they're taking a possibly bathroom break right here. And for some reason, random commercials are playing on the stream, which they should not be. But they are.
I'm sure it's someone else is running them.
I don't know.
Or it's a ghost.
It might be a ghost. I don't know why. I have not hit the button. But while we're waiting, guys, if you wouldn't mind liking, or excuse me, wow, following the channel if you like what you see. I got confused there for a second, mixed up my words. And then while you're at it, pop over onto Twitter at CEVO, give that a follow, a like, or whatever it is on Twitter. Do it. Show some support because we have some big stuff coming up. And quickly, while we're waiting here, do you want to tell them real fast about the spring tournament that we have going on?
Absolutely. It was announced on Reddit today that CEVO will be hosting a cash prize, $5 buy-in per player spring tournament, or I guess spring into summer tournament for teams to participate in the off-season in between Season 4 and Season 5. So, yeah, it's going to be a great tournament. The first through third prize actually wins cash money, which is good. But first through sixth also gets an invite to the main division of CEVO. So we're not exact. Oh man, the game is live. I'm gonna stop talking, but check that out. It's on the CEVO website. It's cool. Let's watch these people. Let's watch these people play Counter-Strike. That's what we're all here for.
First round of second half is underway. The switch has happened. Manajuma is now on CT side. Netcode guides fighting that uphill battle is on T side. And D-Born, what a beautiful shot there on Lucky. Hayes working his way all the way through outside. No opposition there. Gets a nice pick on Desi. And Cutler just absolutely shuts D-Born down. Irakanji and Shroud both answer. Here comes Hayes trying to get some more kills. Has to reload at the most inopportune moment. So now we have a 1 versus 3, actually a 2 now, and a 1 versus 1 situation. Let's see if Cutler is able to bring this home. He is versus Miniker, who's had such a good game, and he just smokes Miniker. Closes that out with a 4K, and if that is not a statement right there, I do not know what is. Cutler dropping the 4K and getting the first round. That is huge.
Big play. Yeah, honestly, you know, I was kind of... I thought, you know, Netco guys was just going to basically fall over that round, especially after Irokanji opened the round with that very demoralizing, very nice USP one tap. They're not dead yet. They're not dead yet. Obviously, as we keep saying, uphill battle. They just got to keep it up, keep the pressure up, keep winning. You know, once they, you know, kind of give up a round or two, I think that will spell the end. Once Manajuma starts to taste the victory that they've already come so close to picking up, I think it's just going to be a bloodbath from there. So just win. That's it, Netcode guys. Just win. Win, win, win. You have one objective, and it is to win.
This is going to be your second round of the first half here. Netcode guys with a big clutch there from Cutler. And Cutler once again doing a little bit more work. Gets that initial kill. They went for the AK by here. Not messing around at all. Not going to give those CZ75 autos a chance that they're expecting. Even though Desi just took one down with a silence pistol, Irakanji moved his way in. Desi's going to grab that gun and just run away with it and save it for next round. And with that gun save, we could possibly be seeing a buy here from Jumas, trying to buy up around that. It'll be a very light buy, but a buy nonetheless, if they go for it.
I mean, it would be a really gutsy play. You know, they do have a very comfortable lead, even despite losing the pistol round. It just seems really gutsy. And, you know, there's a chance it could pay off and just, you know, end the game and have Manajuma, you know, win. Oh my god, Desi died. He died.
Oh, man.
I was not expecting that at all. So not only are they not saving that rifle, but they definitely won't be buying up anyway. No. Desi clearly upset by him dying there. I mean, he was about as far away from the bomb site. It was in the lower bomb site, right?
Yeah, but he was almost directly on top of it, just like 3 floors away, though. Wow. Yeah, that went all the way through the floor, through the roof, and hit him up on T-roof, which...
T's had a very big C4 that round.
Apparently...
A lot of sticks of dynamite.
Yes. But that round goes to Netcode Guides also, so score is 10-7. Netcode Guides trying to catch up. It's within 3 now. This is the closest it's been thus far, and they're doing all they can to try and win some more rounds here. These eco rounds, or anti-eco rounds, are huge for them. If they're able to pick one more up, that brings them within 2, which is going to be gigantic, and then they have to carry that over through the Manajuma buy rounds.
That's where it's going to get tough. I mean, even this round, Manajuma saw all the Netcode Guides players falling back. They pretty much know what's about to go down. Let's see if they can stop it, even despite only having pistols. So far, so good, as it's a 3-on-3.
And Desi does not pick up that rifle and actually gets cleaned out through the smoke. JDM picks up 2 of those kills, actually 3 kills on the round for himself, and Netcode Guides brings it back within 2 rounds here. But at this point, we're going into the buy rounds.
I mean, this round is going to speak volumes about how the rest of the game is going to go. I mean, this round will bring Netcode Guides within 1, which is absolutely huge for them. And also, if they can, win this round and prove that they do have some gas in the tank with guns on T's side, it might catch Manajuma a little off guard. It might shake them up a little bit.
Into round number 19 now. Manajuma is going to be back onto a buy. They're going to try and shut this momentum down that Netcodes is carrying, but Hayes is doing all he can to shut that down. And the peek from Irakanji is able to clean up 2 before the trade out here from JDM, who's actually up onto Red Rock, or Big Yellow, and gets the kill on him. Now we're into a 3 versus 3 here. After big plays, Juma's Irakanji was able to just kill 2 players there. Otherwise, they'd be at a huge disadvantage here. They'd be into a 5 versus 3 situation right now. And he did everything he could to bring it extremely close. Looks like your CTs are just split up between the sites. And at this point, are you going to try and commit to getting that bomb down lower?
I think it's the best solution they have right now. I mean, they have Lucky, who is around upper, kind of working it, but the bomb is already down lower. I think if they make any attempt to go upper, Manajuma is in a perfect place to pick up on it. And Hayes hitting a great shot, taking down Desi, despite getting hit down to 4 HP.
On the lurk, Lucky not able to pull the spray down and take down Shroud. Finally, he gets it right there. And another round for Netcode Guides, making a game out of this yet. That is going to be a 1-round difference now. Manajuma losing a little steam here. Netcode Guides coming on very, very strong in second half.
Absolutely. Manajuma saving this round is just another good thing for Netcode Guides. Presupposing that they win this round and they can tie it up, they'll, be in good shape to keep it competitive. I mean, it's just so hard to win this many rounds on T's side, but I guess what we're showing, or what we're being shown from these teams, is that maybe it's a T-sided map. Who knew? After all these years of Counter-Strike, that
who would have
on
ever guessed?
today we'd find out that Nuke is T-sided. But no, obviously I'm kidding. It's just, the stronger CT sides are showing through. Both these teams clearly can put up a solid offense.
Let's see here what Manajuma is able to do on an eco buy. Actually a light buy, I should say, because they have upgraded pistols here. And let's see if D-Born actually already took a ton of damage, rocking the CC-75, a couple P250s there, a 5.7, 2 5.7s. See if they're able to get some kills on this. But the slow play, the anti-eco strats here from Netcode, and here comes the execute. A little bit of time left. Good flashes there. D-Born goes down. The stack is going to be in the ramp room, though. Irakanji gets sprayed down. Hayes is able to drag that all the way through Irakanji and Miniker to finally get both of those kills, and that puts them into a 4 versus 1 here. But you can never count Shroud out rocking the P250 Franklin.
If he wins this 1v4 with the P250 Franklin, I mean, he just deserves the title of best in NA, but I highly doubt it's going to happen. He's lurking for a frag and not going to find one. Netcode Guides doing a good job thus far of, avoiding Shroud. I don't know if that's something that they're, specifically stratting for, but they haven't gone upper. They haven't just tried to straight up face Shroud yet, and that's where Shroud is playing. So, we saw Shroud do a lot of dominating on T's side where he could lead the charge wherever he wanted to go, but if Netcode Guides can be diligent with how they avoid him, perhaps they can take advantage of the fact that he's really the only one who's doing the heavy lifting on his team.
at this point, do you say your strats revolve around avoiding Shroud completely?
That's what I would do. I mean, who wants to try to fight him?
Yeah, that's not a winning battle trying to gunfight Shroud, especially with how well he's been shooting so far. We took a peek at the damage. He had 19 kills first half, and his damage was 1,821.
Yeah,
almost a perfect 1,900, which is 100 damage per kill, which
super impressive as it
is nutty that you get that much damage done. But JDM opens up the round with a nice op shot there, taking down Miniker. So that big impressive op battle that we wanted to see really hasn't come out yet. We haven't really seen that.
No, I feel like they're always opping on opposite rounds.
Yeah, they're always kind of offset opping, or if they are opping on the same round, they're not opping in the same spot to really get the fight off. And it never ends up. And I think we did see it once on Cash. But it wasn't like a heads-up battle. I do believe that Miniker was just directly behind JDM and got the op shot off. So
yeah, and I don't know. While you were talking, Desi put together a really solid 2K that brought the round within winning distance, but very quickly closed down. And now it's a 3-on-2 for the Terrorists. Make it a 3-on-1. Desi has last CT remaining with 5 HP. It's gonna be tough for him to win this one. And he can't. So just like that, Netco Guides has not only made the comeback to tie up the game, but has now taken the lead. Manajuma, with all their buy-up money, is just buying up. Or sorry, excuse me, all their losers' money is now buying up. They are, I guess, taking a book out of Netco Guides' playbook and saying, you know, we have to stop the bleeding right now. Let's bandage, bandage, bandage.
And they are doing just that. Netcode. So far, this is the first time in the 2-map series that we've been watching. It's the first time Netcode Guys has taken the lead, and it's only by 1 round here, but Juma's already trying to turn that around. That is going to be Miniker opening up the round, taking down JDM once again. Let's see if they're... Oh my goodness, D-Born, so good. Shooting through the smoke, puts that together so well to take down FNS there. So 2-player disadvantage right off the bat for Netcode Guides. The Manajuma doing everything they can to try and shut this down.
Oh, look at Irakanji.
Oh, Irakanji, a great position, trying to get 2. Not able to grab the second one. Gets 1, though, drops the bomb. CTs now know the bomb is somewhere near radio room and lobby. Hazed makes a bunch of noise over there. They know Cutler's lower. 1 is going to be in lobby, so all they have to do effectively is just cut the bomb away from his teammate. And Hazed not making it easy there as he takes down Miniker. And it's a 2 versus 2. Anybody can win this.
I mean, from what we've seen so far, I mean, these 2-on-2 situations always go Netcode's way, but so far not so good for Netcode as Desi does pick up color, leaving Hazed as the last man standing. Does have the bomb on him, though.
He's just going to be able to work his way back around in the upper. Both of the CTs are down in the vents right now. They are on the fast rotate, though. If they hear the bomb plant, they're going to be able to check each site and know for sure where it's at. He fakes it. Here comes the checks. Managing, as you can see them with the X-ray just moving around in the vents. This is not a fake. They're going to be pushing. 1 is going to check upper. The other is going to check lower. Shroud checks lower. They know the bomb is not down there. And he is going to be in a fight for his life. Hazed, and he can't make it happen. Shroud connects with the M4 headshot. And Manajuma ties it back up, 11-11.
They really, really, really needed that win if they were going to hold on to, you know, the lead that they fought so hard for in the first half. Even though they won, their economy still isn't in great shape. I mean, they pretty desperately bought, and, you know, the surviving players will be able to drop for their teammates, which is you know, what they're going to do. But I don't know, like, if Netco Guides can put it back together and win this round and eco Manajuma, I mean, that would just be crazy. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I've lost track of all the craziness. And, oh, man, they're actually dropping an M4 in spawn. I don't know if that was a misbuy on someone. Or what, or maybe just taking the AK over. No, it must have been a misfire. I don't know how they ended up with an extra gun. That's not what you want for Manajuma when, you know, your economy can very easily be ruined with a round loss right here. And, you know, even though they do have some money in the bank, Desi is the only one with the kit, so keep that in mind.
Do you agree with what we're seeing here from Netcode Guides? The slow play, trying to work off this pick and roll, running 3 inside, 2 outside, just trying to see if they can get a pick, and then catch a rotator coming to try and supplement the area where that player just died.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they're trying chance, or at least a 50-50 chance of winning them. So whatever they need to do to find openings that aren't in the upper bomb site is what they need to do.
And I got a huge spike of lag there, and the call quality just dropped extremely far. I don't know if I sound bad, but for a second there,
I can hear
you had your best robot going.
Nice.
So,
But yeah, what I was saying was just avoid Shroud at all costs.
Definitely. Get away from him as fast as you can. D-Born doing very well for his team, though. JDM gets a 1. D-Born trades out his teammate, and here comes the push into the lower bomb site. It is going to be a 3 versus 2 here. We got Shroud left up and Miniker left up, and just like that, it's going to be a 2 versus 1. Here comes Cutler on the rotate. Now we got ourselves a battle. This is going to be a 1 versus 1. Bomb is down exactly where Miniker knows it is, and Miniker connects with a beautiful shot there, and that was an extremely close round, but it goes to Manajuma. Score is 12-11.
Great timing. Just like that, Manajuma is able to keep their economy intact. They're able to buy up. Actually, I see a Mag 7 on Shroud, which I'm not sure if something that they were forced into. I think it's something that he kind of just wanted. You know, we've seen a lot of other pro players use that gun inside. We see Steel using it all the time inside because it's just a strong gun. But Netcode guys not backing down. They have plenty of money in the bank, and there's about to be a Miniker. He knows. Miniker knows. Oh, I missed that. I was too busy watching Miniker. Was that sick?
It was pretty sweet jumping.
Of course
swag
it was.
7. I caught it from the perspective as the swag jumped around the corner and melted someone's face. Which you happen to be lucky.
Oh!
Swags.
Did you see that?
I watched
That
FNS melt.
Oh my! How both of those, like maybe one kill. Like the first kill was cool enough as it was, but to combo those 2 kills together was awesome.
Desi over there watching the back stairs is able to get 1, able to string together 2 kills. Now it's going to be a 2 versus 1 here. Cutler has to try and clutch this for his team to make this close. Here comes the drop. He just takes down Miniker. He knows where Desi is. Desi knows where he is. And this is just all about the battle of who's going to get that shot off first. And it goes to Desi. So Manajuma is going to be able to clean up and get their 13th round. Score is 13-11. I do believe Netcode is going to be on a say. No, never mind. I was completely incorrect there.
No, they've accrued a lot of money because they just won a lot of rounds in a row where Jumas just wasn't killing them. I'm still in shock from that kill. I don't think I'll ever be the same. I'll never be the same person to watch. That was, I can't tell if they're just on an absolute different level or if that was an accident. I mean, it was like one perfectly placed bullet followed by really good spray control for the sickest 2K that I think the game has ever seen.
Desi getting picked early. That is FNS who's able to take him down. So the advantage here is going to be going to Netcode Guides, who's trying to lock this up and bring this back within 1 round. And here comes the push here from the terrorist. Look at this rotate. D-Born is going to be going underneath, trying to get there. Miniker makes a nice double kill and gets the triple kill. And D-Born is going to be cleaning up the rest of that. So now we have Lucky by himself, 1 versus 4. Guns up here. He's going to be getting peeked from upper. Miniker misses that shot. Does not miss the 4th one. And that is going to be a 4K for Miniker. And Manajuma is trying to lock this down. Here it comes. Netcode guys have to buy out at this point to be playing for the win.
Yeah, and they are going to be buying out, which is, the right play. They got to play for the win at this point. You basically called Miniker out before saying, hey, where's the off at? And he delivered. He delivered strong with that awesome-looking 4K. Just using those scoped weapons, super effective.
Juma's trying to lock up that guaranteed overtime by getting that 15th round. After, how much of a relief is it when you're in a battle like this to grab that 15th round and just kind of relax for just a second, because you're at least going to overtime. You have the ability to fight.
Yeah, it's just like a big weight lift off your shoulders. As I said in the first game, I often find that when I'm playing scrims in games that picking up that 15th round is, even harder than picking up the 16th. And they're not going to be able to find the 5th round, or so it seems this round, as it is now down to a 5-on-0. 5-on-0, imagine that.
And right when Netcode Guides needed it, they came through extremely big on that, basically a light buy there, buying out whatever they were able to try and have some sort of semblance of a chance to get that round, and they did make it happen. So score is 14-12, but Netcode is fighting for their lives now.
Absolutely. Manajuma doing the smart thing and saving this round. They're willing to make the game close. I mean, they clearly believe in their CT side and they believe in the fact that they have an advantage on the CT side and they can use it to their advantage, but only with guns. You know, they don't want to force up and, you know, get stuck with FAMASs and lose a round and then have to, you know, like, you save out. It's just not what you want. By saving the pistols, or going with the save round with the pistols, rather, kind of taking the loss, moving on, and, you know, regrouping with rifles the next round, definitely, I think, the right way to go. And I think that's what we're going to see right now. Although, they aren't super rich. Desi only has 33. Everyone else pretty much has a lot of money. But he can force. There's no shortage of money. It's just not exactly where they want it. This round, oh, so important for Manajuma. Or, I mean, I guess even more so for Netcode Guides.
Definitely staying alive now as we're going to be going into buys here. And it looks like Manajuma is going into desperation mode here. And Netcode Guides has almost tied this up and forced a third map here, which is, I know I want to see a third map. I want the pressure on. I want the test to be right now. I want Manajuma to get tested extremely hard. And I think Netcodes have a little magic on their side, a little bit of luck here. They might be able to bring this to a third map.
Clearly, I mean, there's no reason why the game should be as close as it is right now, other than Netcode Guides being an extremely capable team. Well, it looks like the player that was in heaven spotted 2 terrorists out there, so he's not going to repeat that. Very smart. They aren't taking any unnecessary risks. They're not going to repeat, you know, a scoped gun. They're not going to force themselves in a situation where there's going to be 2 guns aimed at them. And that's what I like to see from Manajuma. I mean, they're known for being aggressive, but when you got to stay smart, you got to stay smart.
Definitely. Here comes the boost from Netcode Guides. They have worked their way up there. This might be absolutely nutty as soon as that smoke goes away. And Miniker knows. He definitely knows somebody's right there, and he's going to drop back smart. Here comes the double boost. Miniker's waiting for it. He hears it. He's going to try and peek. Is Hayes going to get it? And Hayes does get it. The comeback is officially alive here. The tie is so extremely close. Shroud with a swag 7. That's a scary thought, somebody like that with that swag. Is he going to be able to get anything? Oh, man. Through the door both times. Not able to get the damage off there. Hayes smokes him out at the end of that. JDM with the 2K. Hayes with the 2K. And we are all tied up. This is ridiculous. This is going to go down to the very last round of this half, possibly overtime.
Yeah, I just want to see what Manajuma is thinking this round. We're seeing Shroud buy up that Mag 7 and everyone else kind of just upgrading their pistols. They are looking to go to a tie round. I mean, they really don't have the money to do it, or to buy up this round and try to force Netcode Guides into a sticky situation, so they're just going to try to eco. Let's see if... Oh, it's Irukanji with the shotgun. I guess Shroud donated it, or I was completely wrong. I just assumed the Mag 7 would be on him. He needs to get kills with it, and he needs to get it now. Netcode Guides is coming on extremely strong right now, and man, do they look good. That's it. They just look really awesome. Oh my god, they're cycling the shotgun the right way.
This could work. Be absolutely ridiculous if they get this peek off. Is he going to get it? And here comes the trades. Oh my goodness. It is going to be a 3 versus 2 here. And Jumas is putting it together right now. Lucky ends up stopping the bleeding there. Deborn and Miniker finally go down. Lucky gets that kill. And JDM, they're both alive here. They got to try and get that bomb, but Lucky is so very low. Only 19 HP. Luckily, none of those guns have been picked up by Manajuma, and JDM is in such a good position here. If he cannot get killed right there from above by Desi, he does not. And it's a 2 versus 2 here, and this is so close. Here comes the rotates. Irakanji's going outside. Shroud is going outside.
JDM knows. He hears him.
And he is all over it. He makes that shot happen. This is going to be a huge clutch here for Shroud, only with a shotgun. Here comes the flash. He's going to switch to that P250 Franklin, and he has to go for it at this point. And, man, they're so extremely low. A swag 7 could just end this so extremely quick here. Nobody is going to peek. Lucky is going to move out into the smoke. And Shroud is just playing around, trying to get some kills here. Let's see if he can do this. And he's not able to make it happen. Lucky on the cleanup kill. That's a 2K for Lucky, a 2K for JDM, and we are either going to overtime or we're going to a third map. Guaranteed.
I was so sure that Shroud was going to win that. Or not Shroud necessarily, but Manajuma. This is about as an exciting of a game as you can have. I think we're going to see map 3. I mean, Manajuma is gunned up right now. I think they know what they need to do to win. But can they do it? I mean, Netcode Guides just unrelenting.
Netcode, guys. That is going to be Miniker without armor, and Miniker makes him pay with a perfect headshot there. That is JDM, and this looks like it might be going to overtime if that early pick has anything to do with what happens during this round. NetcodeGuides.com fighting so extremely hard here. I would not have predicted this map would have been this close. I thought Manajuma was just going to run away with it. Outside, Irakanji on the push, and 2 players down for Netcode Guides. This is getting a little too tight here. I think we're going overtime.
Yeah, absolutely. But, you know, the game's not over yet, or the round is not over yet, rather. Netcode Guides, you know, as we've seen the game, they're absolutely unrelenting, and we've seen them win in you know, more lopsided conditions than we're seeing right now. So they just... I mean, you know, at this point, they have overtime to look forward to. And Lucky opening the round like that is going to help him. But no, D-Born right there for 2 trade frags, not just 1, and the bomb is down. Looks like we're going to overtime.
Unless Hayes can pull something out, that is insane. He gets 1 kill. He's got to get 3 more to get this clutch. He only has 35 seconds left on the round. That fire is going to help him quite a bit. That's going to push Shroud away from him. He's got to get this bomb, at least 1 more frag, and get out of there. And if he could take Desi down, he's only got 1 Heaven player to beat. And he's going to be going towards Desi.
Oh, Desi not getting greedy. This is exactly what Desi needs to do. There's no way Hayes looks this way. And there you go. Overtime it is, right? That look, if you're getting that sigh of relief, imagine what the sigh of relief was like for Manajuma.
I wanted Netcode to win that right there so very badly. I wanted map 3. I wanted to see him play on Inferno. And I'm curious if we're going to start immediately or we're going to take a short
we're going
break.
live. Console says live. We're going live. There is.
Oh, yes.
This is absolutely crazy. I mean, look, I'm not even playing in this game, and I'm about as nervous as it gets. My heart rate starts to get going as soon as they're in a clutch. It's like I'm there, but not quite. Obviously, better players than me in the server. Netcode Guides versus Manajuma going into overtime on game 2. Map score is in favor of Manajuma, so Netcode Guides has a lot riding on this.
Let's keep the hype going, guys. Let's try and break that 13K that we had the Cole iBuyPower game.
Fun. Yeah, everyone send a link to your friends. This is a great game.
This is going into overtime here. The winner of this game is going to move on and face Complexity. The winner of that game versus Complexity will go on into the grand finals versus iBuyPower. And this is turning out to be quite the game here. A lot of people thought Manajuma was just going to run right through Netcode Guides. Netcode Guides has officially stood up and planted their feet and said, we are not going anywhere. You will not mow over us, and we are here to fight for this. Irakanji opens up the round, though, taking down JDM, and that is a big opening pick, but oh no, Miniker gets another one, and here comes the nade. That is going to be Cutler, who takes that nade down. D-Born, he's got a player directly above him. Is he going to go for that? FNS, that's Lucky who gets the kill there. Here comes FNS pushing once again. They're going to try and plant in the lower bomb site. This is going to be a 2 versus 3. Is he going to get the plant off? He does get the plant off. Here comes the rotate. Irakanji right there in the doors. Irakanji on the cleanup on that kill, and only 1 terrorist left to beat. That is Lucky. He falls victim to Shroud, and first round of overtime is going to go to Manajuma.
For people in the chat who are perhaps unfamiliar with the CEVO overtime rules, the teams are actually playing with 16K and not 10K. Which is, you know, what you've seen in a lot of European tournaments, leagues, things like that. And honestly, I kind of like this rule set better. It's $16,000 at the beginning of the overtime. Basically guarantees 3 buy rounds for each team, and I think it makes for about the most competitive overtime experience that you can have. So Manajuma did a great job locking up that first round, but even if they win this round, they're not out of the woods yet. Netcode Guides will have money to continue to buy. They are going to keep the pressure up. I mean, there's no reason not to. They have all the money in the bank.
Definitely. And it is 3 rounds per side here, so first team to lock up the majority of the rounds, which would be 4, is going to come away the victor. And this is dire straits here for Netcode Guides, as Manajuma already took map 1, which was cash. If Netcode Guides is able to take this map, look at this execute inside right here. They are going all for it, but Desi is right there, and Shroud is right there. Shroud with 2, trying to make it 3, and he does make it 3. JDM finally answers, taking down Desi, and there's 1 more to beat directly on top of him. Let's get over to his perspective, and he is going to run away back into the squeaky room. This is a winnable clutch for JDM. He has the power.
You think it is? I like that
I
claim.
think
I
he
mean,
can do it.
I would have gone the exact opposite direction than you had of. But you know, if he can put this round together, then more power to him. If they're smart, they won't be peeking him, and it looks like they're gonna play smart.
At this point, if you're JDM, it's panic mode. Sadly,
Definitely,
I have so much faith in JDM's op. I could see him doing the 1-versus-4 clutch against Miniker.
That would be crazy.
There's one kill.
Only 3 more to go.
Yes, only 3 more.
Running out of time. He might not even be able to find all 3 CTs with his op in the remaining 20 seconds.
Oh, he could not get away from Miniker, who was on the flank outside. So Manajuma picks up the second round of overtime. And if they make it 3, that puts the pressure on Netcode Guides to win every single round of overtime after the switch.
Absolutely, and that is a lot of pressure to put on Netcode Guides, but clearly it's something that they're up to. I mean, they were able to come back from a 10-5 half, you know, as they were swapping to T side, so I wouldn't count them out on their CT side. Especially now that they've, you know, I think, I wouldn't say warmed up, but really starting to hit their stride on this map.
That shot outside through the squeaky was very, very nice there from JDM, taking down Irakanji, who is playing outside in Big Garage. And JDM opens up the round for his team, trying everything he can to prevent, and Juma's is down a player.
Yes, I was actually just reading that in the chat. Yeah, apparently someone on Manajuma, Miniker, did drop, and he is rejoining. So
he's already back.
That is disadvantageous for them.
And it looks like Netcode Guys is doing everything they can to capitalize on this. Only Shroud is left alive. He has to fight. He does have an M4 in his hands. This is going to be a 1-versus-5. Sprays a lot of bullets, not able to connect. Gets 2 right there, trying to go for the 3rd, and he gets the 3rd and the 4th.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. If he clutches this, he is the nuttiest player alive. No way. Oh man. Oh my god. Oh god, what the fuck? No way.
Oh my god. My headphones, I don't even know.
What? What just happened?
Oh my god. Irukanji. Pause, I'ma go watch stream. Oh my god. As you can probably tell, I'm standing up right now. I'm probably far away from my mic.
Oh my goodness. Is this real life?
I don't know what
Is
we
that
just
real
witnessed.
Life? That can't be real. That cannot. That did not really just happen. Oh my goodness!
I'm still standing. My knees are locked. I'm paralyzed. I feel like.
What?
You mean you just have to laugh at that, right? Like that was the most inhuman thing I think I've ever seen in all of my time watching, playing, reading about Counter-Strike.
Oh my goodness, dude!
Oh my god!
How? Dude, what?
Look, we haven't even been able to put together a cohesive thought since it happened, and they've been paused for a long time. That was literally unlike anything I've ever seen before. If there was any doubt that Shroud is a legit player, not legit in terms of he's not cheating. That's not what I'm getting at. Legit in the sense that he is awesome at the game, then, I mean, that is about as indicative as anything. I don't even know.
If Shroud did not just instantly punch a hole in his monitor and say he quits CS after that, I don't know. I would literally just throw my monitor out the window and just be like, I win. I've beaten Counter-Strike 100%. I've beat the internet 100%.
He completed the Counter-Strike. That's it.
That was nutty. That was so nutty. What was he at, 18 HP at the end of that? I can't comprehend that. It was
honestly, it was all about that flash he used to basically get himself out from behind those like nuke silo things. I can't even think straight right now. I'm still shaken up from that. Yeah, he banked a flash that was super high off the ceiling that the last remaining terrorist, I don't remember who it was, or the then last remaining terrorist didn't spin away from. And honestly, even as Shroud was just running straight at the guy with his pistol, I was like, oh, there's no way. Oh, there's no way. No. and then just the yelling started.
I am so unbelievably happy that we weren't actually on camera doing that, because I saw you go nuts. I went nuts. I know I was screaming like a little girl, and it was unreal.
It was awesome.
It was that
awesome.
moment
I
in
mean,
life.
that's what we cast for, right? Those moments. If we weren't casting it, there's 12,000 people that potentially wouldn't have seen that, and it wouldn't get to see what North American Counter-Strike has to offer. And apparently, what North American Counter-Strike has to offer is Shroud and a lot of him. But the game is live, so let's see if Manajuma can lock up the win coming off that super awesome 1v5.
So currently, all Manajuma needs is one round here, and if they bring this round home at any time during this second half of overtime here, that's going to do it. Netcodeguides.com has to win every single round. That's going to be 3 rounds in a row to prevent...
Just to force double OT, yeah, not even
just to
win.
force double OT. Which we could be facing a triple overtime situation here. Complexity by power all over.
Yeah, Shroud better hold on to that $sign in his name. Because look, Shroud is an awesome player as it is, but now that he has the $sign in his name, he's just ascended to the god tier. He's just awesome.
I can't currently think or pull myself back together. D-board goes down. Shroud is about to go down. Takes a bunch of damage. Desi gets smoked right there. Miniker finally gets one, and Netcode Guides is doing all they can. It's going to be a 3 versus 2 here. Lucky is in a very good position to get Miniker, and if he just looks over to his right there, and he does, he gets Miniker. There goes the drop from Shroud. Shroud is by himself. Does he have any more magic left? Can he do it again? Can he win? This is only a 1 versus 3.
If he wins this, I mean, not only will it end... Oh my god, there's one. I think he's going to do it.
Oh man, if he would have hit that shot...
I know, I was like, alright, at least JDM can end this madness. But no.
He grabs the bomb. He's going to be pushing towards the inside of the site. He's going to go for the kills here. Can't get that kill. JDM shuts it down. Not going to let Shroud clutch once again. And Manajuma does not walk away with the win yet. Netcode Guides picks up their first one, and they have to win the next 2 to force the double overtime.
Lucky is not taking any chances right now. Instantly buys up that auto sniper. They know what they gotta do to get it done. And also Miniker not slowing down either. He'll be buying an op that has treated him so well, especially towards the end of the second half of the... Actually, no, that was overtime. Especially towards the end of overtime. But, because of the 16K rule set that I mentioned before, Manajuma will be unrelenting with the pressure. Even if they lose this round, they will be able to buy up again.
I'm still
I know, right?
absolutely lost after that clutch. I demand somebody needs to grab that, and we need to get the replay, and I need to play it for hours. And I will live Mix Trap for hours to that replay over and over and over again for the entire world to see. D-Born gets a kill there, though. It's even up. It's 1-1, and now Irakanji goes down. That is going to be FNS coming up big for his team here, so the man advantage is going to go to your CT side, Netcode Guides, and here comes the re-rotate from Manajuma, working backwards with the bomb. As they have the player disadvantage, I like what they're doing. I like to try and work back inside, but they're working back into exactly where all the CTs went.
Frag. A nice shot on Cutler. That's the thing is, Shroud, is at the top of the scoreboard. He looks like he's doing all the heavy lifting, but his surrounding cast, no slouches.
Let's see what's going to happen here. It's going to be a 2 versus 3. Shroud is still in this, coming off that big clutch. He gets one directly into the fire, takes some damage there. Now it's a 2 versus 2. Time is very low. Not much time to gunfight here. FNS is in a good position. As long as he doesn't get smoked right here from Shroud, the bomb is going to be going upper. Avoids the flashbang there. Here comes Desi trying to work out. They got to get some rotates going on. FNS, you need to look up. He takes down Shroud, and now it is going to be a 2 versus 1. Desi goes down. FNS gets the 3K, and we are only 1 round away from forcing double overtime. If Netcode Guides wins this, double overtime is coming.
That was some super clutch shooting out of FNS. I honestly, I really thought Shroud was just going to come out, 1 or 2 tap FNS, and they would get the bomb down and, seal Netcode Guides' fate. But Neko Guys just refuses to roll over and die. Manajuma continuing to keep the pressure up, though. All rifles on their side, no scopes. So I guess Minika realized he's a lot more valuable with a rifle than he is an op. And wow, no smokes or anything. They're just coming right out upper. And so far it's a 2-for-2 trade, so not bad.
If Lucky is able to get some more kills here, he is going to be rocking the AZK right now. Bomb is going to be planted, so now there is a timer ticking down. The CTs have to get in there and get these kills to be able to get this defused. Desi is a little bit low, down to 46 HP here, and this could be it. This is going to be bust for Netcode Guides, or this is going to be double overtime. I would love to see the double overtime. Here comes the push. Lucky's going to run in there and get taken down. JDM needs to get this kill. He gets one. It's going to be a 2 versus 1, trying to spam through the box. He's got to hurry. Time is running out. He's almost completely out. Can't get the kill, and Manajuma is able to clutch in overtime and win the match. That is going to do it. Manajuma